What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 21 of In the Coop podcast, the last live episode of season 4. Well, technically not the last. We got a special guest coming in tomorrow, but we appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. And I mean, making season 4 probably one of the best seasons we've had on the podcast. And I know I say it every episode. We appreciate the OGs and the new subscribers, but I mean it every time because not only have y'all supported us through our football journeys, even while we was getting recruited, to the day we committed, I mean, to the times we was rocking dope, but to traveling to our podcast journey and with the same support, I mean, I'm grateful for it. I mean, I know Mars grateful for it, D-Lo, Christian, we're all grateful for it, but I know y'all do this with every Seminole. That's why I said it's a family. I know everybody's showing love to Jay Trav's new podcast. We got plenty uh, Seminoles out there doing great things, but appreciate everybody. Like I said, we got our newest co-host who is joining us for the end of season 4 and joining in for season 5, former All-ACC, two-time All-ACC and former All-American defensive tackle Marvin Wilson. And we got D-Lo joining us for season 5, but if you thought season 4 was big, man, wait until season 5. But how you feeling, Mar?
Man,
I
I'm
hope
feeling good, man. Feeling good to be back.
it's all good, babe. Your camera's out, but I hear you good.
No way. There's no
I
way this is
Now
happening.
I kid y'all. Before I hit live, everything was a-okay. Me and Mar was literally just having a whole conversation, looking at each other. But Mar, we hear you well. We hear you well. Just we'll work with it. Now, you can also get your quote today with a seminar that you can trust. I told y'all, as always, throughout the whole month of February, we have Josh Post and his team at State Farm sponsoring In the Coop podcast for the month of February. So whether it's your home, auto, life, or business insurance, you can always trust your fellow Seminole, Josh Post and his team, to protect and cover what matters most to you. He's licensed in Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. His base is in Melbourne, Florida. So this is a Florida baby in and out. So definitely appreciate Josh and his team for sponsoring the podcast for February. Oh, we got you back, Mark. You can contact him at 321-254-8406 and his website at www.joshforme.com. But make sure you get your quote today. Appreciate you, Josh. OG Vontae, what's going on, baby? Hope everything's well with you today. And before we get started, like I said, you got free shipping on your In the Coop podcast t-shirt today all the way until Sunday. So if you use the code right here, and it's kind of long, it's all capital letters ND3W5 GAS4VXV. You can get free shipping on your new In the Coop podcast Grounded in the Game t-shirt. So be sure to get your shirt soon. Appreciate OG Terrence for go ahead getting his order. I seen that come through. But like I said, the shirts always going to be here, baby. We got some more stuff coming in as we're leading into season 5. I can't spoil it too soon, but I got a picture here. So I think we got 4 shirts already go out. Appreciate everybody. And like I said, man, we got more stuff coming in. There's a QR code at the top left to make it a little easier. But Mar, first, now we got you on the screen, man. How you
Yeah,
feeling,
baby.
dog?
Now I'm feeling good now. No more technical difficulties, baby. We in here.
That's good, bro. You
We
know, we
good.
always got to. So in season 1, season 2, we always did a question of the stream. We had a quote of the stream. I know some of the new supporters don't know that, but OG Caleb thought we should go back to questions. So we got a question of the stream. I asked D-Lo, and I didn't really go into depth mine, but your first time getting cut, how did that story go? Like when you explain that story to someone, how does it go down? Well,
Man,
for you.
I ain't gonna lie. it's kind of like, so the first time is like when I was in Cleveland, when I first got picked up, and it's like, okay, it kind of wasn't as bad. It was bad, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been, because like the night before, Philly was calling my agent like, "Hey, is Morrow still interested in coming to Philly? You know, we still have interest in him."
Yes, sir.
And so if he was to get released, we'll love for him to come out and Philly, and think he'll be a fit for us out here. See if he can earn a spot, and then I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I think I had a okay enough camp, because I don't think I had the best camp. I'm gonna be realistic with myself. I don't think I had the best camp, but it's like I didn't know what to expect as a UDFA.
That's real.
And it's like I did not know I was gonna have limited reps, little to no reps some days, and then just thrown in on game day and expected the ball. So
X. You ain't
um,
lying.
so it was like I didn't know what to expect. So it was like that first 2 weeks of it was like just trying to figure out why am I not getting reps. It's like having that mental battle with yourself and still being able to know the whole playbook without even getting walkthrough reps or dang near any practice reps like that at all. And
Yeah,
then just going on game day, just trying to show something.
that's real.
So the night before, I mean, I made it to final cuts. So it's like majority of people, besides two people, was only going to was going to make it to the P squad, and I was one of the last few that got their name called to be cut, and it was like it's
Word.
still that fear of not knowing what's about to happen, because like last, you know how it is in the league. It's like last night was last night. I don't know if Philly gonna call me
Facts.
tell me that, and then when you get released by the Browns, it's like, all right, you got 24 hours before you can come back in the building. They can see somebody else that got cut from another roster, be like, oh, we want to take a chance on him. Appreciate you, Mark, but we're gonna go in a different direction. Or they might not even tell you nothing. You just stuck there, and then you get a plane ticket at your door. So
Dang.
it's a
Yeah,
it's a weird feeling, like it's just that fear of not knowing what's next, and then it's fear of not knowing if that was your last snap ever playing football.
that's real.
So it's
Dang.
like
You hit it on
it's
the
a
head.
and then it's the uneasy feeling. It's like your mind just go to racing about what's about to happen. It's that uneasy feeling for that time. Like I don't know what's about to happen next.
I mean, I could literally say the same thing. So,
Mhm.
I mean, in order for me not to say the same thing, because I mean, y'all know we always give game on this podcast, and that's probably the best game you can get. But I think I'll probably go more into the story. Yeah, I was with the Seahawks my first trip, and we all know I was coming off a torn rotator cuff towards the kind of middle of the rehab process. Seahawks still decided to take that chance on me and signed a waiver and everything, but it came down to shoot cuts, man, and I already knew kind of I didn't, like Mars said, I didn't know what was gonna happen, because you got to think throughout practice and uh, individual drills, I'm getting advised not to participate because of the shoulder. So I'm like, dang, are they gonna? I didn't know they were gonna keep me and stick me with the rehab, or they gonna pull that he's not been doing nothing card. So
They're real tricky with that one.
facts, because I signed the waiver they knew, so I'm thinking they're gonna work with me. So it's cut day. I guys were saying their goodbyes in the group chat. Not goodbyes, but like I had one of my dogs who Jordan Ferguson,
Mhm.
man. He played in Gwinnett together, and he was on that team too, and he was telling me how he was finna get up out of here, and I'm like, dang, they already cutting people, and I didn't know how it goes, and a random number texted me and said, hey Coop, where you at? And so I put two and two together. This is a Seattle area code, so this is somebody from Seattle texting me. I said I was in the locker room. I ran to the back because my stomach started hurting. I had to, you know,
Boy, hey,
hey, I had to.
hey, hey, that's so real.
I ran to the farthest stall bar. Hey, dude, now number calling me. Now I'm starting to pick up. Like, dang, is he trying to like tell me I'm cut? I ain't answering. I'm using the bathroom now.
Hey, boy, that's
He
so
called,
real. That
and then
Grim Reaper.
it's I'm by myself in the in the bathroom. All I hear is,
Mm-hmm.
"Coop, you in here?" Phone vibrate loud. It is here who texted me. I said, The vibration was so loud. I kind of figured I gave away my position. I was like, "Yeah, I'm in here." He said, "It's all good. I'm gonna wait right here. Just, just let
Just
me know when you're
do what you
done."
gotta do. We'll be out here when we done.
Man, that was probably one of the most saddest dumps I ever took. Man, toward the end, I was like, "Dang, man, I done got up, man. I done got cut." But they broke everything down. They ended up bringing me back in. But yeah, but just like Mars said, you never know. I went through the phase of like, are they gonna, help me along this rehab process, or they gonna pull the card? And hey, they pulled the card as I go. But Mar, the next question before we get started, man, what's the most misunderstood part of playing defensive line to you?
Bro, it is more mental than physical than people know. Like if you can break down an offensive set or offensive lineman, how he sits in his stance or how the backfield is before the ball is even snapped, you majority of the time you're going to win the rep and make the play. I think a
Facts.
lot of people that's a
That's
underestimated thing about D lines. Like if I know the back is to my side and this offensive guard is a light in his stance, oh it's passed all the way and I got the 1-on-1. So it's like that's the under like I don't think people understand like certain keys of playing defensive line helps you be way better than just the physical aspect of it. Everybody just thinks just get off and throw a move. You need to know when it's run a pass. Because you come off, you run pass rush and they run a B block and they scoop you. That running back about to go hit his head on a goal post.
facts.
So it's just knowing situational awareness. I think that's probably the most misunderstood part is just the more mental part of the game.
Mara, I didn't expect you to say that, but that's so real because when people talk about Aaron Donald, they're like, "Dang, like what he's doing is God. I can't imagine doing that." Marv, I'm pretty sure you did this too, based off of your answer. I actually looked at Aaron Donald's tape and looked at some of his background and who he is as a defensive tackle. The man is smart. The dude knew what you was doing before he started, so that's why he looks so fast. And Marv,
Mm-hmm.
you already know. I think you said it last episode. When when you already know what's coming, boy, you playing like this.
Exactly.
So what Aaron Donald was looking like master because the man already knew based off lineman stands, running back position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I agree with you that because it just hit my mind. I was like, dang, that makes so much sense.
Yep.
But to me, I mean, I was gonna say just if your interior isn't worth anything, the whole defense is exposed. I mean, I pretty much I made that statement throughout this season,
Mm-hmm.
season 4. But I don't think most people understand that because just because you might have an all-world DN, all-world linebacker, all-world corner,
Mm-hmm.
if your D tackle or D tackles aren't worth nothing or aren't producing
Yeah.
or aren't no type of threat, oh that defense don't matter who you got.
It don't matter who you got over there, brother. Like it doesn't matter if
So
you don't
you
have.
you agree with that?
Oh, I totally agree with that. Like, bro, you could like just look at like Max Crosby in a sense, like with the Raiders D line. Sometimes they can just put 3 people over there and literally just they can sustain him. He gonna make his play. Max Crosby, he gonna make his play. But if everybody else ain't around there hooping, first of all, we're gonna run the ball.
Yeah,
That's number one. If your D tackles ain't working, you better buck your chin strap, buddy, because we about to run that ball down your throat. No diddy.
literally,
We about to get
literally,
down there. No, we about to
literally.
get down there. Like it ain't nothing else you can do about it.
Yeah,
So if the D tackles one that can't stop the run, then it's like, all right, now I know I got all day pass. I'm about to if I got an all pro D, I'm about to shift my line. I'm about to send a slide to his way with a chipper, and I'm about to feel like I got enough time so I can run any type of pass play concept I can think of.
that's perfect. I mean, dang, that's real. I always said, man, somebody has to. That's why I always thought Daryl was a great piece for this defense. If everybody wasn't so confused,
Yeah.
Daryl was getting a double and triple team every game.
He's getting that's what I'm saying.
Marv,
That's
as a
what
defensive
frustrated me
tackle,
so much.
DN, you would love that if your interior D
Man,
lineman was getting triple double team.
that's the questions I had for our DN group. Like, what are we doing? If you was on D-Jack's side and has seen it over and over in time, he's drawing the double. The end is 1-on-1 every time. Go win. There's no reason why any end on any end that played consecutively next to D-Jack. didn't have double digit sacks this year. He's on the
Uh,
same side.
I think a defensive back led the defense in sacks
Yeah, I saw that the other day. Saw that. That's
with a nose guard that can command a double and triple team. That's I would be pissed,
like imagine like 2018 Burns with D-Jack that literally just put him on the side with like literally.
bro.
Or imagine you the opposite end of those two. You getting you 100% getting a 1-on-1 every time.
And I would take Burns in any one on one with any offensive tackle in the ACC.
Anytime. Any day. I'm taking Burns every time, bro.
But I just go to say that because that's why I was so hard on James Williams and Jason Jenkins, the defense end group, because there's
No way.
no way that
No
I
way.
don't that you that this should be happening to us. But yeah, I guess we both have both 2 points we can agree on, man. But
Yeah,
hey,
for
you,
sure.
you got two defensive tackles talking to you, so you know we know a little too much. But we got some newcomers that spoke to the media for the first time. Wide receiver Darian Williams, linebacker Chris Jones. Man, me and D'Lo was real high on him. I know you heard about him. We flipped him from Ole
Mm-hmm.
Miss.
Yep.
DB Jordan Crutchfield and defensive backs safety C.J. Richard. But we're gonna go one by one. Williams, the receiver. He didn't really say too much. I can tell he's a young guy. He don't, I get, how it is,
Yeah.
Mar, when you're young. You
Yeah,
just
you
want,
just want to get out of there. Say the right thing, go home. Then you trying to
yeah.
get out of there, boy.
But one thing I always said about freshmen or newcomers that get on the mic, it's just like anybody like in a crime group.
Mm-hmm.
When the rookie get in that investigation in that room, they gonna slip up and tell you the
They're
truth.
gonna tell you something. They're gonna slip up. They're gonna and think about it. Season reporters know that. They're gonna hit them with a couple questions. They throw it. Oh, haymaker. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay, you said
Mm-hmm.
but he said tour of duty will definitely break you, but he feels closer with his teammates. That statement alone told me tour of duty done already got some victims.
Oh yeah, for sure. They claim some lives. I
Yeah,
mean, that's the nature of the beast, though.
yeah. But that's why I said it's basically the point of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he said that Coach Harris and Norvell talked to him every day in high school. I didn't know this kid coming in through high school, but he must have been a baller.
Yeah, I saw
Mar,
I saw a couple clips on him
oh
on
for real?
Instagram. Mm-hmm.
Mar,
Got it.
were you getting texted every day? He said he was getting good morning texts every day from Norvell and Coach Harris. Were you
Nah,
getting
that
that?
I ain't gonna lie. When I was getting recruited, you know me. I don't like all that attention like that.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I was around like the schools I really was messing with. I like, bro, you ain't gotta talk to me every day. You can talk to me like twice a month, and I'm cool. You feel me?
that's
I don't
real.
like don't text me every day. I'm gonna get mad.
That's real. But nah, he said they texted him every. I don't know. He probably was over exaggerating, but he
Yeah,
said
but
every
they
morning.
probably consecutively kept the conversation with him though, which I ain't mad at him. You got to.
Yeah, and another name that I love hearing, and this made me smile, man. He said Deuce is helping the young receivers learn the playbook, even on the weekends too.
Yes,
Deuce,
Lord.
you're getting it, because Marv,
Yes,
I don't
Lord.
like I said, you're a former All American. I said for Deuce, the only thing that he needs to work on this season, just because he didn't leave for the NFL, is his leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And dang it, he's off to a great start. That's
Mm-hmm.
three, almost three, four players mentioning his name.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey man, you kind of agree because when you looked at the games last year, you didn't really see Deuce out there leading the troops. He was just out there getting
Mm-mm.
his.
He's like shit. At one point, Deuce was like, "Man, I'm just going ahead and get my stats up.
Literally, let me make
We're
sure I get
gonna
to
fix
a
this."
thousand.
But thing about it is, I do think that's a great step for Deuce though, because
Yeah,
now once you have the stats, because we all know, I feel like we all know Deuce gonna ball no matter who's back there throwing the pill. It's just see that type of receiver, he gonna get open and make plays. But him seeing him be able to rally the troops and get us through those tough times and situations in the games, I'm excited to see that. I'm glad he took that step forward.
and the reason I keep saying that, guy, because that is what NFL teams are grading. Because Marv,
Mm-hmm.
I think I told you this, Marv. When Marv was coming out of college, I I swear to y'all, I'm a young cat, So couldn't have been what sophomore. I had to be a sophomore. 'Cause that's when I started. I was walking out the facility one day. I want to say it was Kansas City or Pittsburgh. They came up to me. They said, how's Marvin as a leader? Is can can you talk to me about how he leads? I'm looking like, whoa, you know,
Hold on, brother. Who are you first?
where did you come from?
From yeah. Oh, he popped around the corner from you. Hey,
Yeah,
Robert, how you doing? Give
and
me
I
some
left I left
ball.
through the front by the Bobby Bowden statue.
Oh, okay, ho. So he's right out front. I'm thinking he like behind the locker room,
No,
like he
no.
was like like behind you behind that corner, and he just caught
Yeah.
you. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, he ran up on you.
Nah. He definitely can't. He got me though, but I of course kept it real. I always said Marvin. He always took me under his wing, and so I always had great things to say. But that's why I always harp on it with Deuce, man, because you kind of like Mars said, you never want nothing negative to
Mm-mm.
for anybody to say about you.
Yeah,
So I said that to say this. So when they grabbed young Darian Williams, and the scout said, "Hey, how's Deuce?
yeah,
He leads that group pretty well, just like
yeah,
me, just like they did me."
yeah.
And
That is important
what do you
for
want
him.
that kid to say to you? Because whatever Darren said to that scout is probably the same thing I said. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's all about what it's not about what you do, is what your peers say about you, and we
Yeah.
all know that. But to move on, linebacker Chris Jones, I never seen him outside of pass, but dog, he got a thick neck. I love it, pause, but he got a thick. But I like that in a linebacker, man. When your linebacker got a thick neck, and OGs, y'all understand where I'm coming from. Man, look, I saw that. I said, look, man, I like this kid already. But he said he committed to Ole Miss because he idolized Patrick Willis.
Oh,
But when it came to fit and scheme, he chose FSU. That's a smart man. That's a smart man right there. He fits our system. So I mean, hey, if you're idolizing Patrick Willis,
man, say
you're on the right track.
you're on the right track, brother.
Out of
You
all
keep
the
doing what you're doing,
linebackers,
young buck.
hey, Mar, out of all the linebackers he could have said, this is a great choice.
It's a great choice.
Great choice.
And
But
whoever put him on to Patrick Willis, hey man, cool. Shout out to you
he's
because
a Mississippi.
he really wasn't around to understand football at the time. So I know somebody had to put him on.
Yeah, he said he's only 19. I didn't know he was that young.
Yeah,
He
I didn't know
young.
that either. So yeah,
He said he wants to be a first round pick and get out after his third year, but he said it's cool if he doesn't. He's gonna keep working.
oh
But
for sure.
I love him because he's not following his idols. How
Mhm.
most guys. Oh, I want to go to Nevada. Well, I ain't gonna use Nevada. Nobody say that. I want to
Yeah,
go to Texas because my favorite player is Vince Young. But
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
fit. You don't fit in Texas system.
You don't fit what they do.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm glad whoever is in his ear doing a great job. He said Coach Sims is the reason he chose FSU. So he has a focus of the day every time they go in the meeting room. It's a different word each time. I love that. I told you.
Mhm.
Didn't I tell you this? He's the new Coach Odell, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And y'all think it's. I know I keep saying Coach Odell, but it's not just Coach Odell. If you ask any Seminole OG or anybody who was at Florida State, they got the same mindset. It's not Coach
Hmm.
Odell.
Literally.
I used to think it was just Coach Odell until I
Till
realized,
you
man.
till Mickey Andrews start coming to practice. Yeah.
And then
You realize, nah.
all the Coach
We talked to
Odell
Coach
friends,
Boosie.
man. Anybody that came around Coach Odell, that's how I understood how deep this Florida State, you know, program is, man. Cause
Hmm.
what's going on, OG Pete? But hope everything's well. He said he's learning the Mike and Will positions. He wants to learn both. He's a to sideline player. That's what he does best.
Hello.
I mean, I'm a defensive tackle, but I love when my linebackers run sideline to sideline.
Come
I
on, man.
love it.
Get these doubles off me. Or if you ain't getting them off me, go make the play. I
And
can live with that.
I don't know if you've seen some of his clips, Mark. This dude, he's a linebacker that you would love to play for. I'm telling you, you'd love to play for this kid. But like I said, that's really all I got for Jones. But we're gonna
Hmm.
move on to Jordan Crutchfield. He said he played basketball his life. Marv, he said he averaged 15 rebounds a game his junior year.
Jesus.
Man, what?
Well, Dennis Rodman out there.
Because he started off the interview, he said, "Sorry guys, this is not a football question, but is it true that you average 15 rebounds a game?" That boy said, "Yes." I said, "Man,
Man, hey.
what does that tell you about a kid?" Oh, before I even get to this, like, what does that tell you already about him?
Oh yeah, dog. He a hustle. He got grit and grind. That's the first thing. When I heard 15 rebounds a game, oh yeah, he don't care about what's going on in the game. He don't care about being a star. I'm about to go get this rebound. I'm
That's
about to
real.
box out. I'm about to hustle and make the most the uncharacteristic stat be my identity.
That's
To
real.
show me everything I need to know.
His last football game, he had 3 interceptions in the state championship game. He said he just read their tendencies, the route combinations, and made plays. NFL and college football athletes showed love after the game. Yeah, we might be cooking with this one. That's why I said, hey,
Mhm.
hey, I like this. I like this kid. Three
Yeah,
inter- 3 interceptions in one game.
but pulled his on.
Literally, shout out to Zion.
Mm-hmm.
3 picks shouted, but he has no problem accepting a challenge. That's this is a
That's what
true
I like to
ball
hear.
player to me. True ball player. I think Mars said it best. This is a guy who's gritty. He doesn't
Mm-hmm.
mind doing the little things to the
Mm-hmm.
to the max effort. He doesn't mind, and he'll do it again. This is,
Exactly.
but he said Coach White is breaking down the defense different ways for everyone, and I'm glad to hear that because we all know defense looked confused last year. We know defense must improve this year. We all know this defense can be great once everybody understands what they need to do. But they know that, and I'm just glad to see that they're taking it serious. But what you got to say about this kid? I mean, nothing really, other than I mean that 15 rebounds a game just jumps out.
Yeah. I mean, I really like this kid. He seemed like he's hardworking. It seemed like he know who he is and what he want to accomplish. I'm impressed.
Yeah. Last one we got is safety C.J. Richard. Man, uh, look, we'll see what he'll bring in spring. But he talked about the standard. He talked about defensive back coach Coop. Said he was Stephon Gilmore's coach. So I
Hmm.
guess that's what kind of led him to Florida State. And he said he loved the defense, but he said he's been spending time in the VR room learning the defense. He said it's smooth so far because he's a fast learner. I think that's a great trait to have.
Hmm.
So
Be coachable.
that's a good sign. So this is a guy that we probably will see a lot of in our back end this year, Paul. But he said in this defense, every defensive back can do so many things. This is kind of probably the same thing we'll see with Earl, because Earl was kind of everywhere in that defensive backfield for us last year. So kind of looks like he'll be in that rotation or might maybe starting. Who knows?
Hmm.
Spring and fall will take care of that. But he said he played quarterback and receiver in high school, so I think his ball skills should be exceptional. Pause. But the first time he played DB was in the 10th grade. So hey, looks like he's been off to a great start. So we'll
Yep.
see. We'll see how we'll see, hey Mar, like I said, we'll see how it continues in spring. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We might do a surprise live episode if I hear something too crazy going on in spring.
For sure.
Um, but we'll see how spring goes. Other than that, I like these kids. I loved what they had to say. I see the progress. I love to hear Deuce. Like I said, I love hearing Deuce names leading the troops. I love to hear our defensive players getting bought in with the defense, learning what needs to be just learning to make this defense more smoother next year and more
Hmm.
dominant. So I love to see it. But we got some tough news, Marv. I know you've seen it probably, but Florida State defense line takes a hit, man.
Yeah, I did see this.
Our freshman defense end Cam Brooks suffered a torn Achilles during tour duty, likely to miss basically a lot of time. Man, he's a 6'4" kid, 230 pounds, out of Thomas County Central, not nearby. But
Hmm.
what's next? Do you think? Well, I want to say this first, man. Take care of your bodies. Because he's
Facts.
a young freshman. He probably didn't know what he was getting into. He probably didn't know
Hmm.
the seriousness of tour duty.
Yep.
Because Mar, we seen this before. Freshmen come in. Shoot, I was one of them, Mar. You was trying to tell me, cool,
Like, boy, you about to run like no other.
you better get right. I'm like, okay. And then, so hey, that's why I said just take care of your body. But what you think was next? I mean, the defensive line room is already slim. So I mean, we got
I
guys
mean,
who are versatile. So
oof. Right now I think we got guys that's versatile, but it's like we need more depth. We just that's the thing. Do we? I think we have to dabble back in the portal when they open up again.
you got what I'm thinking is you only got 3D linemen out there. You got
Hmm.
5 or 6 that can play any. We don't have one true position player except Kevin Wynn. He's literally a duplicate of me. If you wanna, if
Yeah.
you, I don't know if you see him.
Hmm.
He
Yeah.
looks, but yeah, I don't see
South
him going
frame.
out. Yeah, I don't see him going out there kicking out to the end, and so
No,
I think that's probably our best trait about this defensive line. We got guys who can play all over this defensive line, so that's why I don't think it's a a huge hit, but I mean, it's gonna put a lot of pressure on them guys, man.
it is. Because think about it is though, it's like we have a lot of duality, and durable players right now. But it's like, what happens when we get to the end of the year and it's cold and everybody bodies beat up and
Yeah,
everybody coming in with that 22 formation and stuff like that. We go have to go up to Boston College or something, and they about to run the pill. That's my only question. That's my only question about our defensive line right now. But I do like everybody around it in the group so far, just being able to have versatility. But
yeah,
I do feel like we still need about 2 to 3 bigger body types for early run, like early downs and stuff like that.
yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, I agree. I just think it really does put a lot of pressure on those guys. And like I said, pressure, hey, pressure can be a good or bad thing. It's just what you make it. But I'm just glad we don't have guys who just are strictly a nose, strictly a D
Hmm.
end. We got guys who can play all over, man. So it's always gonna be just everybody keeping their body healthy. So,
Yeah.
but this, Cam Brooks, he was noted as one of the early standouts of tour duty. So
Mm.
I hate to see a young guy going through this, but I believe that our support staff and our medical staff will have him back even better if he
For
follows the
sure.
protocol. Now, this was brought up. They said this is the same injury Jason Jenkins had, but he returned for the first game.
Hmm.
Do you think he should rush it? I don't think so. He freshman.
I don't think he should rush it. I think if the time frame, he just takes his rehab time frame because I came back from my MCL tear in spring. I think it was your first. It was right before you had got here. I tore my MCL.
I do remember you in that brace,
Mhm.
yeah.
And I remember I didn't get cleared till around 2 weeks before. No, the week of camp I got cleared to practice. To be able to play in that game. So it all depends on how he takes it. How does progress? Because I wasn't supposed to come back to that October and I ended up getting cleared in August to be able to play. So it all depends on how serious he takes his rehab and what he's put into his body. Seeing how he's feeling. But if you can go, he feels like he can go. But if you don't push it, if it ain't right, because you got a whole career ahead of you.
Fact. And I was say he got time, like you said.
Hmm.
So like I
Young,
said,
he young.
if he follows the protocol, because Mar, that's a whole different ball
Hmm.
game. Yeah, you get hurt, but are you willing to follow the protocol that they're
Yep.
giving you to stay healthy and come back?
Yep.
So, hey, whatever the timeline says, but like I said, McCray, Diggs, Lee, Ryland, the Sanders kid we just got.
Hmm.
This defensive line is versatile. So we got guys who can play every position on the defensive line. So like I said, we got to get these guys ready and get their body good too.
Hmm.
Keep them healthy. But man, we got another staffer. Oh man, it's like we bringing everybody home, and I love it
Yeah.
too. But former Florida State offensive line GA in 2020, Coach Man Ray, man, he's returning. He's
Yeah.
returning to Florida State to become our new assistant offensive line coach, replacing Coach Cooper Williams, who left to go join. Dang, what coach just left to go to Buffalo? Tony? Was it
Yeah,
Tony?
Tony. Tony just yeah.
Tony.
Tony just
Tony.
took off.
So yeah, he's joining him. He's the offensive line coach at Buffalo. But Coach Man Ray, man, after he left Florida State, he went to Alabama. I think he was assistant. No, he took the same role at Alabama. He was a GA there. Then he went to UGA
Hmm.
as an assistant, and then he was a O line coach at Charleston Southern. no, assistant O-line coach at Charleston Southern, and he was the offensive line coach for UGA when they played Florida State in 2023 because the offensive line coach was sick.
Mm-hmm.
So he has that under his belt. But like I said, man, I feel like we're getting some of our old pieces that understood what Coach
Yes.
Norvell was trying to put down in the first place.
And I think Coach Man Ray, you remember Man Ray being all hyped up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I think he's a
Great.
great coach, a great person, a great mentor for these guys going in. And I think he's going to coach the position with passion every single day. Ready, he's going to hold them to a standard. So I'm really excited about Coach Man Ray being back. Great coach, great person.
Yeah, I always said, man, it's like a big ball of contagious energy. Like
Mhm.
you see him up and he ready to get to it and get better. And then the thing about, well, you got to think, me and Mara was playing D line, so we was with the offensive line, ain't there every day. So
Mhm.
when I seen Man Ray, and we always thought the GAs had the worst jobs in college football. Well, I mean, I don't know, they probably
Yeah,
do.
for sure.
And just to see how just happy and ready to work he was, you didn't even think it was one of the worst jobs.
Hmm.
And it's like, dang, it makes you just want to like just get to it. Because if he wanted to,
Yeah, I don't know about you. The first couple days I met Man Ray, I'm like in my head, all right, that's gonna die out. And then next you know, we in camp, he's still the same. And then it's week 3, week 4, he's still the same. That's just who he is.
yeah,
And that's just a testament to the type of man and type of person that he is. And I'm happy to have him back at Florida State.
facts. He knows his ball, man. Especially from
Hmm.
the offensive line point of view, but he always had great connections with his players. I mean, you can ask anybody
Hmm.
who was on that offensive line when Man Ray was there.
Yep.
He definitely looks out for his guys, and I mean, this is a guy that offensive linemen love playing for. But I think this is a great move. And like I said at the end of last season, man, a shakedown was needed. You need to get people
Hmm.
who either knows the standard, understands what you're trying to put down, or can help.
Yep.
That's it. I mean, and that's what's being done. And I believe that Man Ray was one of those guys.
Yes.
So it's definitely a great look for us. TV ratings, man. This is Florida State. We should be number one, but during the athletic director Michael Alford's presentation to the Florida State Board of Trustees, he stated that FSU drew the second most viewers in the ACC with
Mhm.
29.7 million, generating an average of $11.8 million a year. Uh, like I said, does this surprise you, Mark? I mean, I'm actually
No.
surprised we're not number one,
No,
but
I'm actually that's what I'm saying. I'm actually surprised we're not number one, but
who would be number
it's not
one?
surprised me at all.
It wouldn't be Clemson. Ain't nobody was watching Clemson like that, was there?
No, I know I wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't never heard nobody say, "Hey, cut on the Clemson game."
Yeah, like it's not even worth the hate watch. I'd
That's what I'm
rather watch
saying.
paint
Who
dry.
would be number? Probably SMU, one of the Texas team. I don't know.
Um, mm,
Tech. I don't know. But that's kind of crazy. We were saying, no, they better not be the team down south. Now that I think about it,
no.
but yeah, they had their players this year. But man, the FSU brand is bigger than you could ever imagine. And now,
Yes.
like Mara said last episode, pair that with a dominant football team.
Come on, man. It's through the roof.
Come on, man. We're looking at low ball numbers, and you got to think we was 5-5. We had 5-7 this year.
Yep.
Come on, man. But he said we are projected to bring in the largest media distribution of any ACC school with basically 45 mil. They were just waiting for basketball to end to see the official numbers, but they also mentioned that they sold 31,461 tickets last season.
Hmm.
Largest, this is their largest of the last 4 seasons. Maybe one of the largest. Maybe
Yeah.
that had to be a mistype because ain't no way that was better than 2023.
Nah. No
Ain't no
way.
way you was selling.
Nah.
You can't look. Now, Mike, ain't no way you can look me dead in my face and tell me you sold more tickets this year
Six than that. Yeah.
than
Then AC chip.
2023. You
Not buying that.
crazy,
Not buying that.
man. I know the board of trustees looked at each other
Like,
like,
hold on. I was at the games. You was at the games. They look nothing like that.
but nah, it was probably a mistype because it was probably like maybe one of the most, but not the most. But I mean, let's think about it. Forget everything else. All the numbers, All the tickets, all the money, all the people.
Yeah.
Give the people what they want to see, man. When people,
Mm-hmm.
and you can talk to all the OGs, you can look at all the OGs messages through all the seasons of In the Coop podcast.
Yeah.
All Florida, all the Seminole family wants to see when we watch Florida State play is domination.
Dominating football.
We're
That's
not
it.
here to see a good game. Oh, back and forth action. Well, I don't know
No.
about y'all. The clips that I seen of Florida State, when I watch Florida State, I want to see domination because that's what it
Mm-hmm.
looked like. That's what it looked like to me. And you got to think, people have to keep reminding the social media world that in 2013, Florida State sat their players dang near every game after halftime.
Yep.
Marv, you know how crazy that every
Yep.
game you only play the first two quarters?
And what was it? I think it was like Indiana had like what 5 extra games just for them to catch up to break the scoring record for them.
Dog, I might have to really go back. Yeah, you ain't lying, OG Vontae. That's really what it is because I know that's what everybody want to see when they watch the Florida State play.
Yep.
But yeah, Mar, this is crazy, man. But as we know, the 2026 NFL Combine started. This is now, Marv. I wanted to ask you this because, like I said, you've been more in the game than me. A lot of people were scratching their heads about this. Oh, before the defense tackles got out there, got time. Was Daryl Jackson's measurements: 6'5.5", 315. They say he's been losing weight
Mm-hmm.
since the end of the season. I don't know if that's good or bad. I would have 320
As long
to
as you
this
maintain that strength, it don't really matter to me.
facts. 34 and 3/4 for arm length. That's a long arm, but
Yeah, I'm
we already
saying.
knew that.
Yeah, we already know that though.
11-inch hand, 7'2" wingspan. This was the longest wingspan in combine history.
Mm.
But a lot of people are scratching their heads, Marv. He didn't do no drills, no timing, no nothing. I'm scratching my head too. I'm I'm confused. He's ranked as the fourth defensive tackle. Well, I got to look at the new rankings after the draft, but before the draft,
Yeah.
he was ranked the fourth defensive tackle. On others, he was ranked 12th. They gave
Mm-hmm.
him he has a grade of a 6, which is above average backup that can develop into a starter. So, yeah, man, I'm scratching my head on this one, man. What you?
Mm.
The only thing was he injured? That's my only
No, the
thing.
thing about it, is because they still having pro day. Thing I can see just off the top of my head, he did play in all three of those bowl games right afterwards.
No, he only did the practices. He didn't play in none of them games.
But that's what I'm saying. Went to the practices.
Oh,
He literally was there. You feel me? So he's
okay,
playing all this extra football. Probably took away a little bit from his testing and stuff like that. I would see like he want to active recovery and be ready for pro day.
okay.
So
But
now if he doesn't run out and do anything at pro day, now I'm really scratching my head. Now what's
no,
going on?
I was just gonna say, wouldn't that put more pressure on him?
It'll put more pressure on pro day for sure. But at the same
Cause
time, it's like it's different when you back home
yeah,
and
true,
running your doing your testing and stuff like that. It's
true.
different then.
I think the measurables were great though. Interviews went smooth.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people didn't like his answer. They said he was lying when they said why did he choose Florida State. But hey, it's all good. Hey, he gave us what we needed, man. We helped
Mm-hmm.
him. He helped us. But I thought it was going to be a chance for him to show these scouts that he can move for his size. But it makes sense what you say, Mar. You know, he probably
Yeah.
waited until he get back to Florida State, played in 3 bowls. So
Mm-hmm.
that kind of makes sense. But I was finna name out different drills that'll be key for him. But in pro day, they're gonna do their own individual
Yeah.
drills.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to numbers, what timing do you think is? Because for me, I think it's the quick stuff. I think
Yeah,
his
the quick
five,
stuff. I don't care
yeah,
about his 40 and all the. I think for him, for D tackles, I think the broad jump is a good indicator for explosion. Um, some say vertical. I don't care about the vertical as far as like I don't think that's the same type of explosion that we'll need. Um, I say it's the broad jump. I think the L drill 5 10 5. Like I want to see big boy moving. I think those are key drills for him.
I had that same drill, but I also had the 10-yard split of the 40
Oh
yard
yeah,
dash.
for sure, for sure. Forgot to tell
Cause,
you. If
Cause that 10-yard split nasty. That might mess him up. Cause
he,
like you
if
said, it don't
it,
matter about the 40.
I'm just saying, if he do at his size in this frame, if he do like a 1.5 or 1.6, but hey,
That'd be nasty.
that'd be nasty. If that big Joe can move like that.
Dang, boy, 1.6 and 10 yards? Yeah,
10 yards.
nah, man, that's insane. But like I said, it's gonna put a lot of pressure, so a lot of eyes are gonna be on the FSU Pro Day. And I'm pretty sure that's probably what he wants, but at the same time, I do agree with Marv, man, get that body a rest. You don't want to go out there and, you know. Hey, you know your
Mhm.
body more than anybody. I think Marv was the first one to tell me that. You know
Yeah.
your body more than anybody else. So if he knew he couldn't, if he didn't want to go, he didn't want to go. But
Hmm.
hey, the size is rare, but the play isn't. That's the word around Daryl right now.
Hmm.
The size is rare. You rarely come across a defensive tackle who has all those physical traits that he does.
Hmm.
But does the play match the size? That's what they're trying to figure out. Even the potential, can the play potentially match his size?
For sure.
So
I think there is a player you can invest in because now it all depends on where he goes. Like let's just give him he go to certain places that already have defensive line pieces that's around him. They get scared because you have to worry about else, and now you have to single block him. And we
that's
all saw
true.
in these All American games what he was doing in those practices. What he was doing, he was single block to all these other top college players.
And imagine what he
So,
can do off that. Because I always told Daryl, even before the season started, I remember I told him, because he dapped me up. And first of all, I'd never dapped somebody up and their hands was bigger than mine, like noticeably. Like, I
hmm.
dapped and I said, dang. And then when when you rap, he rapped
Yeah.
me. I said my second one, I said, dang. And then we finished it off. He stretched out. I said, dang. I said, Daryl, look at me. If you don't extend these dudes, because there's no way,
There's no way.
I always told him, there is no human or animal that could be able to stop that bull rush if you're low enough and if those hands are in the right place. This dude's
Hmm.
arms. And have you seen him in person?
Yeah,
The dude is dog.
it's
Well,
huge.
yeah, man. That's why I said if he Marv hey, gets with the right team, the dude's gonna be a monster.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be a monster? But speaking of monsters, we got one of our former monsters heading to a new NFL team. I don't know if y'all seen this. New York Jets traded defensive end
Hmm.
Jermaine Johnson to the Tennessee Titans. He's rejoining his old head coach that drafted him, was Salah.
Yep.
So they traded him for a defensive tackle, Devondre Sweat. But Jets got the number 2 pick in the draft. So they, with this trade, a lot of people saying they might target one of the, probably Ruben Bain or one of the top defensive ends in the draft. But I don't know.
I,
But they are sitting pretty at, hey, when you
hey
got the number
man.
2 pick, man,
Hey
it ain't a
man.
lot of good players.
I think right now, hey, I think Tennessee is cooking now. Add Jermaine because you got Big Jeff. You had to put
Ooh,
Jermaine there. Then you already got what's my man that went to LSU? Dang, I forgot his
Key,
name. Key. You got Arden Key there already. Now let's say you add like David Bailey or you add Bain or you add Arville Reese or something in that mix now. Like man, you cooking now. They're cooking.
Bar, boy, that's a clip because you really cooking for real. I didn't really
Mm-hmm.
think about that. I was just thinking about dang Jermaine on a new team, but that boy got Jeff Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
What you say, Arden Key? Come
Mm-hmm.
on, man. Then draft a piece. Come on, man.
You got a scary defensive front now, man. A real scary defensive front. I think the young buck, I forgot his name, got drafted out of SEC. He had a great showing this year for him. So I'm like, it looks good. It looking real promising out there.
But a lot of people said I don't know if you agree with it. I kind of do, but he said the defensive tackle draft ain't really
I
it
haven't really
ain't
took a deep dive look at it. It's not many D tackles getting pumped up like as normal,
true. Yeah, that's
Because
true.
but seeing ball, I seen the guy that Texas Tech. He looks good.
Oh yeah,
I
that
see.
Lee Hunter kid.
I saw was it Keenan out of Bama. You got your guy from Clemson. Who else? Your other D tackle from LT Overton from Bama too as well. I mean, you got a couple guys, and I feel like this draft could be a lot of for D tackle. It could be either really bad or it could be a sneaky draft. So
That's real.
it's just being honest, man. It's not a top heavy draft like normal.
That's real. I'm with you. But a lot of people said some are too low, some are too high. We got two Florida State former quarterbacks named in the top 100 college football quarterbacks of the 2000s list. Jameis Winston, they ranked him at 17. They say he was the 17th best quarterback in the 2000s. Mackenzie Milton, shout out to Mac, Dirty
Yeah,
Mac.
man.
That's crazy, man. I think it was off his Central Florida
UCL.
days was crazy. But they ranked him at 90. Now, Marv, when you look at this list, I was kind of saying, dang, Jameis Winston kind of low for my liking.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jameis, let's not act like Jameis wasn't cold out of all the quarterbacks. Now, he was one of the coldest. I say top 10.
For sure.
So, speaking of top 10, let's start from, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see. I can see Sam Bradford at 16.
All right, let's take this caption off. So we're starting at 17, Jameis Winston. Now, do you
Mm-hmm.
have Sam Bradford and Kellen Moore having a better college career than Jameis Winston?
Mm.
Arguable. Because
Arguable. Sam Bradford's arguable.
Kellen Moore, he was, I mean, he was snapping that one year. Did my research on that year. I think that was the cover of NCAA football that year.
Yeah.
Now, let's get to the top 15. You got Fernando Mendoza, Johnny
Mm.
Manziel. The y'all look, I don't know, man. These are very.
I'm taking Jameis. First of all, I think Robert Griffin, he was amazing at Baylor. But I don't think I don't have him in my top 10. Great, phenomenal player at Baylor. I don't think he's
He
top
wouldn't be your
10.
top 10 out of all the 2000s. Trevor Lawrence made it. That's pretty crazy. Trevor
Yeah, that's
Lawrence
crazy too. But
career
at the same
over
time,
Jameis
what he played
Winston.
in 3 national championships or two? Two national
True.
championships?
Yeah, yeah,
Led him to 3 playoffs.
yeah.
Mm. It's hard to Colt McCoy, now that's the name.
They got Lamar Jackson at 8. When I see Lamar Jackson at 8, I said, "Hold on,
Hold on.
this top 7 might be crazy." You ready for the top 7?
Please give it to me.
They got Baker Mayfield as the best quarterback of all 2000s.
Baker?
Now,
Baker Mayfield.
he snapped, but he wasn't like number one of all of these quarterbacks.
Baker Mayfield over Vince Young?
Over Cam Newton is crazier, to be
Over
honest.
Cam Newton? Over Lamar?
Tim Tebow for Joe Burrow. But that's why I said, where can you really put Jameis Winston? Was that really a good place for him at 17? Now
Hang on,
looking
I
at
have
all
to
these
reach.
quarterbacks.
I'll reshuffle. I think James is off this list. I think James is top 13.
Okay, I'm
I
about
have
to
I have him a couple spots lower. Couple spots lower. Me
because
higher up. I mean,
these are some quarterbacks. Now you said,
these are some
hey,
quarterbacks. If you think about it, you look at numbers. Yeah, I'm sorry. To me, the best quarterback of the 2000s for me. I don't know if it's nostalgia. It'll always be Vince Young.
yeah, I know Vince Young. Hey, come on, man.
Boy, Vince Young was cold. Boy,
Oh, don't get them Texas boys started on Vince Young, man.
man,
Golly.
man.
But we got our next segment, FSU All Around. This segment is sponsored by your fellow Seminole and
Yes,
State
sir.
Farm's insurance agent Josh Post. We're going to get into some of the FSU sports that's been going on lately. First, we got to get on with the men's basketball team. They've been doing pretty good lately, but they're 14 and 14, 7 and 8 in the ACC. They
Mm.
just lost to Miami Tuesday night, 83-73. They were down by 1 point with like a minute left, and then I look back, they lost by 10. I said, God, Lee,
It happens that fast.
literally. But it was sold out crowd. But I believe things are just getting started for this program, as y'all seen, man. Head coach is cooking in the recruiting. I don't know if y'all been seeing him, but the
Mm-hmm.
basketball, I'm
He
excited
has
to see what
pieces
this
coming
basketball
in.
next year.
Yeah,
I'm
next year, like this year is gonna be a hard in year, but next year I'm expecting top ACC and a top 25 with the talent that's coming in. I'm expecting that. I'm sorry, I'm
Well,
expecting that.
I'm very high on next year. I can't lie, but right now, I mean, we're doing pretty good. Like I said, we just lost to Miami at home, sold out crowd. That was hard for us, but LeJay Jones led with 21 points. Chauncey Wiggins, Gwinnett County product with strong all-around performances lately between Clemson and Miami. But Robert McCray led with 29 points, and their upset went over Clemson just before this Miami game. But right now, we're currently in the middle of the ACC rankings as the ACC tournament comes up. Well, we don't have a tournament. March Madness comes up. But our next game is against Georgia Tech Saturday, February 28th at 12 p.m. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
men's basketball, man. I'm excited for what next year's gonna look like. But let's finish this
No,
out.
definitely.
But before we move on, we got to stick here, man. Jameer Watkins. He just signed a
Mm-hmm.
2-year contract with the Washington Wizards. I haven't been watching Washington that much, but Marv told me the man been snapping 13.2 points a game and one
Mm-hmm.
steal averaged in his last 6 games. So he turned a two-way contract into a 2-year contract.
Yes, sir.
So shout out to Jameer Watkins, man, making the Seminoles proud, dog. But like I said, it's not surprise. I'm not surprised, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
the standard we hold ourselves to, man. But our baseball team, we're currently ranked 21 in the nation. We had a recent win over North Florida yesterday, 14-9. Miles Bailey, the sophomore sensation,
Mm-hmm.
had 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 3 hits. Pitching was great with Peyton Manka, I think it is, but scoreless 8th inning. Our 2 losses were against Auburn and Nebraska in the Arlington little set they had over there. Island Boy,
Mm-hmm.
what's going on, OG? Next, they host the Citadel in a 3-game home set starting Friday, February 27th at 12 p.m. Next, we got our softball squad, ranked 10th in the nation, 13-4, coming off a dominating run
Dominant.
rule win over FAMU, 14-0 and 5 innings. God,
Jesus.
golly.
Jesus.
But Mar, before this game, they beat Elon 9-1 in 5 innings. Yo,
Dang. Mercy ruling folks. I'm out of here.
but they they're coming off they lost to the ninth ranked Alabama 5-1 before they won these last 2 games. But like I said, we're ranked 10th nationally. We got Ashton Danley going crazy with the pitching. I know we heard Jason Beecham's name a lot and Kennedy Hart balling, but good to see them going. They host Florida Gulf Coast University and Rutgers in the Unconquered Invitational starting
Mm.
what today. Yeah, it started today.
Oh, that's what's up.
So we'll see how that's looking. Women's basketball, 9-19, 4-12 in the ACC. We gotta pick it up. I know we just punched our ticket to the ACC tournament, March 4th through the
Hmm.
6th in Atlanta, but we gotta tighten up.
Yeah.
We're currently on a 3-game losing streak. We recently lost to Stanford, 77-61 on Senior Day,
Mm.
shooting 4 for 22 from the 3-point line. Do I really want to look up the percentage of that? Let's. I
No,
actually
let's not do that.
okay.
Let's
Sorry.
not do that.
Yeah.
I just, I
So
just hope, I just hope the coach took all the rims off the goal and made everybody run till she was tired.
I'm
Because
telling
that's all they want to do is get cardio up that day.
it's all good. That's why I said don't let me do a pass. It's all good, y'all. We're gonna fix it.
We're
Matter of
gonna
fact,
fix it.
we gonna don't worry.
Mhm.
It's going to be fixed. Trust me. But guard Sol Williams led with 17 points. As I said, this we hearing Sol Williams a lot. It looks like she is the bright spot on this team. Need you to get your troops along. We need to start shooting better. But we only got 3 to 4 games left in this regular season, so we got our next game against the 12th ranked Duke
Yeah.
tonight. Actually, it already started.
Yeah, I started. Yeah.
What's the score, Mar?
Let
Oh,
me
I
check on
thought
it.
you. I just want to see the score, see how we doing. FSU versus Duke women's basketball. Oh, 27-22. We're losing. We're only down five.
Yeah, we stand up. We staying it.
Good.
Staying it.
Good.
Basketball
Hey,
is a game of runs.
you know it. Track and field. Y'all know ACC championship starts Friday tomorrow in
Track
Boston,
always bring it.
Massachusetts. Like I said, bring it home, baby. But
Mm-hmm.
more FSU sports. You got women's beach volleyball. We're ranked sixth in the nation, 6-0 record. We got a home game against North Florida tomorrow at 11 a.m. Men's golf, man. We're heading to Mexico to play Cabo
Ooh.
College March 1st, Sunday. We're having early ACC success. I think we're undefeated in the ACC. Women's lacrosse is 2-4, 0-2 in the ACC. Ever since we started off 2-0, we've been on a 4-game losing streak. We recently lost to 11th ranked Boston College 19-7. Then we lost to Army 20. Well, they're ranked 21,
Mm.
13-7. We got to shake back because our next game is tomorrow at 5 p.m. against the number one ranked North Carolina. So let's tighten this up.
Mm-hmm.
Marv, time to head to our next part of the pod, college football talk. Everybody's talking about Colorado's closing out Black History Month the great way. They're the only Power 4 team with a black head coach, Deion Sanders, offensive coordinator, Coach
Mm-hmm.
Marion, and as our old guy, Coach
Coach
Marv
Marv.
has
Yeah,
been
baby.
he's been promoted to defensive coordinator after their defensive coordinator left for the Denver Broncos. And we just got word that Warren Sapp is not coming back to Colorado to coach the defensive line. So
Yeah.
it seems like there's a lot of. I ain't gonna lie, Mar. This team's gonna suck next year. I'm willing to call it. This team's gonna suck next year. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna have the heart to fire Dion because Dion did bring a lot of money to him. Let's
He
not
brought a
say
lot of
that.
money to him with Shadur and Travis. But the thing about it is, I think that for them, they need after the season they had last year, they did not need to retain the staff that they had. I think it was time for switch up, but I don't think they did it in a timely fashion. They're behind the eight ball right now.
Mar, I'm finna share my screen because I don't think you've seen what I've seen. This is this is why I say. Let me know when you can see my screen because this is outrageous work. I just want y'all to see this. Let me know. Give me a yay
Oh,
or nay.
I can see now.
All right.
Oh, I
This
saw that.
look.
Yeah, this is out of control.
Come on, man. Instead of catching it with his hands, the man uses he catches it with his mouth. Look, man.
Oh
This
man,
and he got on his knees and no, man.
no
He
man.
Marv, he got on his knees. Marv.
Well, I'm
Colorado's
gonna have
not
to take back everything I said.
Colorado's not
Excuse
winning a
me,
game. If he's on the field, if this is one of the guys that you trust to get on the field.
man. We'll have a long year.
But shout out to Colorado. Now,
Yep.
Marv, let's get to this, man. University of Cincinnati has sued former quarterback. This was their quarterback last year, Brandon Sorsby, in federal court yesterday, alleging that he breached his NIL contract when he refused to pay a $1 million exit fee when he transferred to Texas Tech. He said he's not paying anything. He's not paying them the exit fee. Now, I didn't know exit fees were a thing, and I'm glad that they are. Cause yeah, if you
Mm-hmm.
want to leave, give me some of that bread back.
Oh, for sure. I don't think these kids are reading their contracts.
That's what I was finna get to. But go ahead, I'm gonna let you cook on. Yeah, they're
Like,
not reading these.
bro,
They're not reading.
you think these people gonna just keep throwing you money and let you do what you want to do? No, people are gonna put clause in your contract. If you leave, we want some of this money back.
Right.
So
And don't
I hope this kid knows whether you say you're not paying it back. Now they took it to the. Now they taking it federal. Now you're gonna be obligated to pay them back, maybe a little bit more.
hey, hey, don't go back on your word
Yeah.
without trying to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Teach them early. This is your example. You don't want to
Yep.
pay up? We'll take you to federal court.
Mm-hmm.
Marv, if you a GM, uh, Cincinnati, your quarterback signed a 2-year deal but left after the first year and not paying up. You taking him to court?
The moment he would have told me he was leaving and was not paying it back, that envelope from my attorney would have been there.
Yeah. These exit fees are a new way to hold on to players and get your money
Hmm.
back. But Texas Tech is paying him $4 to $6 million. So why not just pay the exit fee?
Why you just pay the extra fee? You got
That's
the
what I'm
money,
saying.
pay it back.
He must hate y'all because he said I ain't paying him nothing.
No, I don't know if he hates. I don't know if he hates him. But I feel like he might feel entitled.
Mar,
I think it's
Mar,
a
that's
sense
like
of
me
entitlement.
sitting here counting $100 right now, and I owe you $10, and I say I ain't paying you. Like, bro, you you might as well. What you mean?
Yeah, yeah. Might as well. You already got it.
That's what I was saying.
Hand it
But
over, bro.
this is what threw me off too. There's a plot twist, Mar. His deal that he signed with Cincinnati was going to expire December 15th. He notified the team that he's not coming back on December 1st. You telling me you couldn't wait 2 weeks?
Wait, 14 days? No.
Give me my money, man.
Yeah.
This man waited
He
till
played that
December
terribly
1st.
wrong. Because what the transfer portal probably closed on wasn't the 15th or 16th, I think, at the time.
True, yeah, that's probably why he got up in there
But at the
early.
same time, if you already knew you were going to Tech, we all know you've been communicating with him, brother. Like, let's be honest.
And this is my thing, Marv. I don't know if you want to disagree or agree, but I think, yeah, if the money looks good, but don't sign it if you know you're only going to be there for 1 year.
Exactly.
At least keep it up front, like, yeah, just give me a 1 year deal. Give me a 1 year deal. If you know you finna test the market out next year, because I told y'all on this podcast, every year the market is getting higher. You gotta
It's
realize
resetting every year.
Carson Beck was the highest paid college football player last year. He was only making 3 mil. We're talking about a guy who's getting 4 to 6 million. Dude at
Hmm.
Washington about to touch 10 mil.
Yeah.
So if you want to go to the money, you better ask these teams to give you a 1 year deal.
Hmm.
Because if you sign 2 year and then want to leave, guess what? You got a $1 million exit fee, and I know probably some schools different.
Yeah, some schools probably escalated because, like, all right, if I'm giving you 10 and you only do 1 year, I want five back.
Hey,
Get
they be
half my
laughing,
money.
they be
Give me
laughing and
half.
everything too, and then they
Half
say
of it.
they get all straight for it, but I'm serious. They're like, yeah, man, glad to have
Yeah.
you, but if you leave, I need that money back
Mhm.
for sure.
For sure. Make sure we have that route number and everything for safe keeps.
What they call it, collateral.
Collateral, just for collateral. We gonna hold on to this last million for collateral,
Yeah,
just in
let me.
case you try to jump up.
Matter of fact, where's your dog?
Yeah,
We gonna hold on to your dog
yeah, man. And your cars and stuff too. Yeah, make sure we know where everything is.
just so you'll get the idea.
Hmm.
But no, this is crazy. But I do think this is needed. I didn't know exit fees were a thing, but this is great. If you're putting exit fees in these contracts, you are ahead of the game. I love it
For sure.
because I thought guys was out here losing money. If guys was out here losing money, that's pretty crazy. But the Army football head coach Jeff Monken, he said he wants to move the Army Navy game to Thanksgiving weekend for more
No,
exposure. President Donald Trump said he's willing to sign an order to make it happen. Do you think this is a smart idea?
no, bro. Everybody tunes into the game already.
Facts. And they got their own weekend.
You got your own weekend, everything, bro. Everybody, I think everybody growing up watches the Army Navy game. Till this
I
day,
did.
everybody still watching. You should have your own day, your own game. What's the point of
Wow.
moving to Thanksgiving where you have to share with everybody else?
Well, I think I'm kind of the. I think I'm the crowd that they're looking at. Because you said you tune into it every year. I'm after I know as a kid I used to watch it, but I know I probably when I got to college football or towards the end of high school I didn't really watch the Army Navy game as much. But I personally think that even moving it to Thanksgiving weekend wouldn't help because you gotta. So you think people are gonna watch the Army Navy game over Florida State versus Florida,
Come on, man.
Georgia versus Georgia Tech?
Or the Cowboys versus the Lions. Like, look at all the teams, the brands you have to compete with now. Like, you can't compete where you don't compare. Where you feel me?
No,
You had your
man,
own weekend. I think you should keep it like that.
literally. But I was just gonna ask you, do you watch it? Do you watch this game every year? But you said,
Always
yeah.
religiously, always watch this game.
But I didn't know it was this serious to add in President Trump. But I guess they need that viewership. They really believe that this will work.
I mean, now my thing is like, are you getting a better TV deal? Like, what's the catch of you moving it on Thanksgiving weekend? I don't get it.
It can't be viewership because I promise you, ain't nobody finna say, "Hey, cut on that Army Navy game."
Yeah, because literally everybody, because Tom, they always play the game at like 12, 1 o'clock. So it's like everybody's still gonna be cooking or eating
Yeah,
their first meal. They ain't gonna be cut that Navy game on. Oh, I was doing that.
we gonna watch College Game Day now.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm somebody's watching that, man.
That's real. Now this is another one. Virginia quarterback Chandler Morris is suing NCAA for his seventh season of college football after being denied on January 9th. Will he get it? Now let me break it down for you for the chat and Marv. In 2020, he had his COVID year, of course. 21, he was redshirted. 22, he had his freshman year. 23, sophomore. 24, junior. This past year was his senior year, technically his COVID year. He said in 2022 at TCU, he suffered a knee injury that led to limited snaps, and he was dealing with mental health issues and believes that that year shouldn't have counted. Get him out of here. No, man. Because
Get a
no,
therapist buddy and hit the door
yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying. Look,
take this job application wise with you. Like, what are we doing, man? 7 years, bro.
that man,
You
look,
started off with Linky Riley when he was at OU. Like, come on, bro. What we doing, bro? Come on.
I want to believe him, but then again, I know folks just say anything for that money,
They say
dog.
anything to get granted. Like, bro,
That man, my toe haven't felt the same,
ever since,
and
I
my
ain't,
my
nah.
my cat died, and it hurt me that whole year. And I think I deserve a ninth year of football. Man, get
Bro,
out of here,
get out of
dude.
here, bro. Give it up.
I get the COVID year that you got this past year, but off a red shirt year in 2021, yeah, I don't think they'll let him slide with that one.
Yeah,
Because
I
my
think
thing
it's
is,
time to
even if
hang it
they
up.
do let him slide, guess what, Mar? You know how everybody always told us as kids, everything. When you let one slide, you gotta let everybody slide.
Everybody else slide now. But
So,
the thing about it is, they just let Chamberlain slide.
well, they technically, they pulled immaculate strings for him.
Well,
Whatever
not
string,
really. All they did was take him to Ole Miss court, where the judge was an Ole Miss fan,
come on,
and
how,
signed Ole Miss gear for him, and
what,
then he got his ruling and signed more Ole Miss gear for him afterwards.
but what are the odds of that happening for any one of them? Like that's what I'm saying. That's
But the thing about it is,
immaculate
the same with
strings.
him. He can go to a court, have whole court in Virginia.
Ain't nobody finna go through all that for Chandler Morris.
If he has the strength, if the university really wants him back, let's just say the QB situation is not ideal for them right now.
Okay.
Why would they not just have court in UVA? Literally right there. There's a courthouse probably not even 10 miles away. Get the hearing they want. I mean, get the approval that they need. He's back in school. That's literally what all these kids and these coaches are going to start doing now with older players that they want back for one more year to bridge the gap.
Makes sense. Dang. Well,
Because to me, truthfully and realistically, what is the purpose of the NCAA now?
that's what a lot of people were saying. Like they saying the NCAA just losing basically player control. But we're gonna get into some new. They said they laying down some new rules. So we're gonna get into
The
that.
thing,
But
I don't know, man. I think is in the. I think about the next 10 years, the NCAA is going to be a thing of the past.
you think so?
They're going to. I think the NCAA is going to dissolve, and everybody's going to start joining their own conference, and things will be regional. I think that's what is a lot of things that's going to start happening now.
We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to clip this because I think was it Chris or D'Lo? I think one of them said that, but I don't know, man. NCAA can. They just gotta realize who they are, man. Put your foot down, man. Stop some of this
But at the
stuff.
same time, you allow parent players. What do you regulate now?
Yeah, you open the gates
Because
for.
now schools already control TV deals, brand deals, everything of this nature. What do you control? The clearinghouse?
Oh, dad, that was in the clearinghouse. That's
Like
real though. But
now, the teams can really they can form now. The committee is a whole different thing outside the NCAA. So I'm like, what do you control now?
rules and regulations now.
Not, but they can. They already got the format of that. They can. Everybody can bridge off and do their own thing. Everybody can go really go Notre Dame on each other for real.
Dang, that wasn't everybody can go Notre Dame on each other. That's real though.
Really
All
can.
go independent.
All go independent, or they everybody can just say, "Well, we leaving us NCAA, and we're just going to make our own conference that doesn't apply by our rules." Because I really feel like the SEC could be the first one to do it,
Because they
and
got the most members.
that's going to be the cookie that crumbles it all. Like say if Alabama was the first one to go independent, like Notre Dame or Georgia or Texas.
That's true. But what comes with being independent though? Just you get a hold of everything.
You get really have ownership of everything. But now, check this out: you make your own contract, stuff like that. But now, say like all these schools are not applying the NCAA, they just revoke and leave. What happens now? Because the committee and all that's a whole different thing. College football play was a whole separate thing from the NCAA.
Dang, Mar, you right though. Yeah, we might see it.
What
We might see it dissolve in front of our eyes in these next
it's in
couple
front of
years.
our eyes. Like what now you have kids get granted. All they gotta do is go to a local court now. They already exposed that playbook. What's now? What's stopping these people now from doing their own thing?
That's tough. Dang, we're gonna come back to the NCAA, but Northern Illinois is not allowing their players to enter the transfer portal after their head coach leaves for a Seattle Seahawks role. General manager Andy Wang said that they hired an interim coach, not a permanent head coach. He flipped the script on them. They said you can. They said players can only enter the portal when you sign
Mm-hmm.
a permanent head coach,
Yep.
which is true by the rule book. He did not. He didn't sign
Mm-hmm.
a. He only signed the interim, so technically they got to stay for this year. I,
Yep.
I've. It's smart move by the GM
Smart move.
or the AD, but it sucks for the players though, man. Just go ball
How?
out.
How so? Because he can't bring in no players either. He can't bring in nobody.
Yeah, that's why I said if he brought in a permanent head coach, they probably wouldn't have had a season
Yeah.
because
They
most of
would
them
all
can't.
left.
You ain't gonna get that many recruits to come in and just be ready to ball out. No,
Exactly. NIL ain't jumping like that.
especially not at Northern Illinois. But like I said, smart move by the AD. But dang, that's crazy. That was it. Found a loophole. That's crazy. Cause
Mm-hmm.
I was finna step. What's it? Whoa, 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 whoa. Where
Hold
y'all go?
on.
Where y'all going?
Sit tight.
That's crazy. When I read it, I said, "Hey, they didn't flip the script on." 'Em. But close the gates. They said the NCAA Division II Executive Board is pushing to pass an emergency legislature to immediately close the D2 transfer portal. D2 currently has no transfer portal window, which makes programs nervous that D1 programs might snatch their players. You think that's possible?
Oh, for sure.
I don't think who gonna come down to D2 and take them players.
Bro, everybody's getting picked from D2 from now on. Like, literally, people are literally climbing a ladder.
For real?
Yeah.
Who bought out this year that came from a D2
No, I'm not.
transfer?
I'm saying, like, I ain't saying you making D2 to Bama. I ain't saying that now. I ain't saying they making that type of jump. Look, I ain't saying that. But they are
I
going from like D2 to like
San Diego State or something.
San Diego State or your Nevada or maybe like your Delaware's. You feel me? Like schools like that, they're just making that jump.
Yeah.
I ain't saying they're going from D2 to P4. I ain't saying that, but you got to go to
That's
Nevada and
real.
all those schools like that to get to P4.
Well, then if that's the case, then yeah, close the gates, man. Cause hey, I know if they know that there ain't no portal window. If I was a coach, what the what Utah State Valley look like down there? Who they got?
Mm-hmm.
Coach, they got a running back who just ran for 2,000 yards last season.
Go get them. Tell them come here.
Bring him to my office.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, he got class. He's in D2, right? Yeah, he'll
Come
understand.
on, you understand. Tell him like, son, we got you a dorm, a home cooked meal, and $10,000. He is gone. That kid is gone. He is gone. He ain't had that at
A,
all.
a room for yourself. That's it. That boy running.
with a TV and a fridge, and you get a hey, look, we got your meal card. That boy gone. That boy gone. That boy good as gone.
He's sold.
Gone, man.
That's what you call get them for cheap, man.
Yep.
They just grateful. They just grateful for the
Grateful.
opportunity.
It's like, man, y'all get free Gatorade. That's what he probably thinking, boy.
Y'all get free PB and J. What?
What y'all food is hot all the time?
Dang.
Dang. Y'all got a good. Y'all got real
Nah,
cold tubs.
nah, I ain't gonna lie. That's what I do. That was a difference when I went to arena football. And then we were talking about college experiences. I said, yeah, we had a little, yeah, they used to feed us after every practice. He said, everybody looked at me, said, y'all got fed? I was like, dang.
Hey, some boys really had a hard knock life out here, cool boy.
Dog, arena football opened my eyes so much. Man, I remember we talking about gear. I remember before the game, I'm like, yo, I need my stuff. He said, yeah, Coop, we got to go buy ours. Buy your gear? He said, yeah, that's a him in sports. I said, man, go to him in sports. I said, where the equipment manager? What's that?
What? What's an equipment manager?
I said, all right, where's the extra pads? They said, go in that room behind the base behind the corner. I said, what? I go in there, I open the door. Mar, what I tell you, it's a whole bunch of stack of pads leaning, old helmets in the
Just
middle,
right there.
knee, thigh pads, hip pads, all unorganized to the left. And I said, nah. He said, yeah, man, whatever you want, just get it. I said, man, I don't want that.
Inch from the TI. You got whatever you like, but you gotta
Mar,
find it.
the
You gotta
equipment
find it.
was the stuff from like pot water. Like, I put on the
Oh,
pads. I said, this ain't bad.
arms moving freely.
I did this. Man, that thing. That
Oh
thing.
no,
I said, man, these things ain't. I said,
them mugs
God.
outdated.
Well, yeah, you ain't gonna lie, man. They do it for the love of the game. And that's what I'm saying. It wasn't really a problem with me, but that's what I was saying. That's when I seen the differences because I'm thinking everybody knows how it feels to,
Mhm.
go through the college football life. That's what I call college
For sure.
football. But college football is not the same for
It's
everybody.
not the same. It's not the same at
Dog.
every level. And I don't think a lot of kids don't understand the privilege that you have at being at these P4 schools, boy.
Boy,
Understand.
that boy said, he looked at me dead in my face. He said, cool, we starved. He said, we had to find our own way to eat. I said, in college? You're crazy.
Hey, I've heard other people say, I like, man, they was really figuring it out. Like school did not feed them.
They said, Coop, how was NIL for you? I said, NIL the same for everybody. You know how it was when they hit. They said, they looked at me, they said, no, Coop, we don't know what you mean. I said, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know
Oh,
what they,
man.
I feel bad.
Like you, man, you don't want to sound like a super privileged kid.
$200, I
They're probably
couldn't
like
tell.
$200.
But no, man, it's a grind, man. I got a lot of arena football with my eyes to a lot of things, but I just had to tell you that. But there's a new NCAA penalties. They announced harsh penalties for schools who add a transfer outside of the transfer portal window, such as your head coach being banned from football and admin duties for 6 games. You get a school fine of 20% of your school budget, and your school must drop 5 roster spots the next season. That is, that's tough. And they said there's some schools out there who are breaking some of these rules. They
Every school
said
is breaking those rules.
no. They threw out Miami and Ole Miss. They threw names out there, Mar.
Oh, they threw names out. It's
They
about to
basically
get up. It's about to get real messy in college football right now.
facts. They said basically if you're accepting players who didn't enter the portal in the window. So this could go for some of the transfers that just happened lately. But yeah, 20%
I'm
of the
saying I
budget
thought it
is
was like
crazy.
when I thought the portal was still open for kids that played in the playoff past the limit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's one team though. But
No, not really, because that's any team that was an
or two
Elite Eight
teams.
on.
Yeah, true. That's
Because
true.
because everybody I think it was like was who was it was like
And that's
Ole
another.
Miss, Indiana,
That goes back to what you said
Miami.
about NCAA. Like now that we're talking about it, now that you just said that, how are they going to enforce the rules? How you can say this stuff, but
You
how
say
you
this
going to
stuff
enforce it?
because now these teams can choose to go to court.
And then they might you might face a lawsuit if you
Might
do
face
it.
a lawsuit. Like truthfully.
But the NCAA, they have little power and to control player movement right now. So
Mm-hmm.
I think they're attempting to try to get a hold of it, but like I'm like with Marv now. These sound good, but when they actually break it, Marv, we just talked about this last episode. They made a rule and said, "Don't wear your pants above your knee." Who
Yeah.
enforcing it?
Well, no, they're not enforcing it because that's been a rule since we've been in football.
That's
But
why I
now
be so
players can
surprised.
start getting fined for it now.
That's crazy, man.
Don't get it, man.
But they said with this, schools probably won't contact a player who isn't officially in the portal. That's cap. They're
Mm-hmm.
still going to contact you before you get in the portal.
Yep.
Now, if they snitch on you, you all three is happening. That is crazy.
We,
So basically,
we,
that Ole Miss and Clemson situation, Ole Miss would have got hit with one of these, basically.
yeah, for sure. They were got it, and they just got off the sanctions. They just got off
Oh
them.
my god! But yeah, late transfers, academic grad situations could get complicated. But there's a snitch right now, Mar. They said anonymous tip said blind transfers in spring. There's going to be 15 guys who's going to get tampered with, basically. Guys who don't officially enter the portal, but they switch schools. Insider said there's 15 of them. So they said keep your eye on the spring transfer portal.
Mm.
So I thought there was only one transfer portal, but if we got to watch in spring, then somebody snitching. I'm
Somebody
telling you,
snitching.
if something happens in the spring, Mar, I'm telling you that they gonna find out who the snitch is.
Oh, they're gonna find out quick.
They say, hold on, who made that tweet back
Mm-hmm.
in February? Who
Hey,
who
hold
was
on.
that?
Somebody gonna get Randy.
They know his name,
Yeah,
address.
that's the address, everything.
Sir, is this your house? They gonna pull that what a they said they sent the picture of his house. Dang. Yeah.
Dang, it's over
Don't
with.
don't talk to them no more. But
But nothing.
well, yeah, NCAA got no power, man. This is crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, we got some new rules from the NCAA now. It doesn't stop there. They said a player that has been disqualified for targeting for the first time doesn't have to sit out for the next game.
I
That
agree
is
with this rule.
okay. Yeah,
The
this is
person
one of
that's
the
been
good
thrown out
ones.
a couple games, I agree.
Yes, this is
Niggas
the
said
one.
so. I learned my lesson when I got the penalty, man. Like, dang, it's football. Bang, bang plays happen.
I
Like,
said
dang.
15 yards was enough for me.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Like,
But
sometimes if you got repeat offenders, like, all right, now, like, blatant repeat offenders, I get it. But, like,
like
dang.
no tackling technique, those are the ones that need to get suspended. You
Mm-hmm.
can tell when somebody ain't got no technique when they tackling.
Because now, boy, you going to touch these players' pockets because, they got game incentives and stuff now. You playing with them sitting out that game.
Wow. The next one is what sent everybody in a frenzy. They are now taking the NFL rule that players must cover their legs, leg coverings. You cannot show no legs in the game. Started
That's
next
been a
season.
rule.
Not in college.
That wasn't a rule?
No, you can show leg skin in college.
Wow. I did not know that.
Mar, you didn't play. You played like that. What you mean? Well, sometimes no.
Oh, my knees was always covered, brother. That was cutting me. I had to wear and cover my knees. That was cutting me, boy. I had to.
Yeah, I
He
was say
still
that always
hurting.
been a rule. Yeah, you could always show your leg. That's why I was like, dang, when you get to the NFL, like you got to cover all that up. That's why
Yeah, I didn't
I
know that.
almost got hit with that on my first preseason game. I
Oh,
walked in,
whew.
dude walked in and said, yeah, I need you to cover those legs. I said, dang,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. This ain't
You
college no
know,
more.
I'm about to say, boy, you don't want that. You don't want that. Them say you got that fine. That precinct check gone
That's real.
because you've been playing
Off.
for free.
I ain't now. I know a lot of people ain't gonna be playing for free. I'll tell you that.
I'm about to
Now they,
say,
they said an offensive pass interference instead of 15 yards is now 10 yards. I guess Then you might as well flip defensive PI then.
That's what I'm about to say. What keep
Why
putting so
not?
much advantage in offense,
That's
then,
what I'm
bro?
saying. Why just the
But they get
offensive pass?
everything.
Defensive pass interference still 15
That's what I'm saying. Come on, bro. What we doing?
and
What we
automatic first
doing?
down. That's
Nah, watch. They're gonna come out with a new rule. They're gonna make it a spot foul now, like the NFL for defense. I just see it now. I can see the writing on the wall.
crazy. And
Bro,
now
we
they
doing
said
this.
this is also one they're copying from the NFL. Teams can now attempt a fair catch kick after a completed fair catch. And a lot of people said they needed an explanation. They posted a video. I would share my screen, but I know it's gonna be kind of choppy. But it was the Broncos and Chargers game.
Mhm.
Broncos punted the ball. Dude called fair catch. They hit him, and basically he didn't catch it, but they still recovered. They said
Mhm.
you can. They say you can run another play or kick a field goal from there instead of it going straight to overtime, because the clock was at all zeros. So they say you can either kick or have a free play.
Mm.
So
That's
they're
gonna change the game.
they're
That's gonna
putting.
change the game.
But they said it rarely happens in the NFL. So
Yeah, it does.
but it's going to happen a lot in college football because let's think about the NC State game. How many
Oh,
special teams problems we had.
oh God.
So this
I forgot about that game, bro. You brought it. That was like a special teams nightmare.
that's everything you don't want to happen in the game. Like that's, that's the stuff Coach be telling you about on Friday. We don't need this stuff to happen, and everything didn't happen. I say it's a dirty game, man. Former Ole Miss defensive tackle Xavier Harris blast head coach Lane Kiffin at the NFL Combine, saying that he told him, "Do not believe the rumors. I'm not going anywhere." Yeah, no wonder
Hey
why these
man,
folks hate you. No
man.
wonder why them Ole Miss players was ready to attack you at any moment. He said they not only did he collect their phones before the meeting started, he said y'all looked at them dead in their eyes and said, "Do not believe the rumors. They're just talking."
And then he went to the airport.
Then he went to LSU. He said he left. He said we should have believed it. He just left out of nowhere. I said that's what money do.
Oh, for sure.
He probably did say no to LSU until LSU said,
And then
"Wait."
they called back while I was walking in. They said, "We got 10 more million for you, for you, Lane."
Matter of fact, grab all their phones when they come in.
Yeah, grab right now. I'm
Hold on,
about
real
to tell
quick.
them a little line, and I'll be on the way.
Hold on, quick. Hey, string coach, grab all their phones.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I agree.
I agree.
Talk
Had
to
a
you
couple
later.
pounds of crawfish on the plane. What was
Nah, they
gone,
they
boy.
definitely treated that boy right.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, that is a dirty game. Cause imagine your head coach is telling you, man, don't believe the rumors, man. I ain't going nowhere.
You know I'm with you guys. I
I'm
love you.
with
I
you.
love what we built, and
Come
we're gonna
on, man.
finish it out
Come on, man. I'm a rebel.
through and through. Bleeding. You cut me open, it'll be blue.
That boy slipped up. He said, "You cut me open. I'm bleeding purple and I
Oh,
mean, I mean,
boy,
rated up."
boy, it sound like Ed Ogeron after the meeting. Boy, develop an accident. Oh,
That boy.
gone.
No, that's crazy though. That it's crazy that he said that because now everybody looking at Lane like, Lee Lane
Ain't believe him.
told them people, dang, at least could have kept it real, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He at least could have kept it a buck.
Yeah, we're gonna head to the last portion of the show, man. Our hot topics. Alabama said they might bring JUCO football back. The state of Alabama will consider bringing back JUCO football after Alabama Governor Kay Ivey signed legislation to examine whether Alabama JUCOs should reinstate football. Now, the reason that they got rid of it is because the cost of equipment, staff, travel, and facilities. Most JUCOs run on tight budgets, and we all know running football programs is not cheap. So we'll
Yeah,
see. I mean, much as Alabama loves their football, not just we all know the
they'll
state
make
of
it
Alabama.
happen. They'll make it
I'm pretty
happen.
sure they'll make it happen, but then again, will it stick?
All depends on the talent. If you got one thing about the state of Alabama, if you got a good product, they will support.
That's real. But like Mark said, football is big in Alabama. A JUCO system could, become another pipeline
It
for
is. I think
players.
that is the new pipeline. I don't think, like we said the other day, I don't think a lot of kids are going to be able to start going P4 now, and a lot of kids are like 3 or lower stars. are going to have to go to either lower Division ones or JUCO to make sure they try to hit P4 when they step foot into college. So
Thanks.
I think JUCO is going to be a new route for these kids to go to.
Yeah, and I mean, like we always said, man, if you got, I think probably putting football back in those junior colleges would probably boost campus engagement and maybe the local businesses around. But to keep it up, and that's gonna have to be dominating. Like them
Mm-hmm.
Alabama JUCOs have to dominate, and
For sure.
that's the variable. Like, yeah, bringing it back might be cool, but if you bringing it back and it's average football,
It'll be gone.
yeah,
They're not going to waste their time with it.
yeah. Without money, you're gone. Being losing money with no gain, you're gone.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see if they have the money to bring JUCO football back, and they might have it to
Mm-hmm.
bring it back, but to let it stay,
Stay. You have to have the product that's worth staying.
I'm talking
Have to.
about maybe instant impact. If you bring it back, we need first, second, third year. We need to see some type of
Really,
some.
you need to see a spark first year.
Yeah,
Honestly, I ain't saying you gotta go win it all, but you got to see some great competitive nature out there.
facts. They said it's hard to impress Nick Saban, man. Former Alabama quarterback Jalen Milroe said after he threw his 4th and 31 Hail Mary touchdown versus Auburn, Coach Nick Saban looked him dead in the eye and said that he could have done that. Mar, I told you before this. It's hard to impress somebody who's seen it all.
We've seen it all.
I never forget the first time I got a whiff of that was with Coach Odell. I used to think I had a good practice, good game. Man, Odell just you could have did better. Yeah,
Yeah.
like dang. I thought I was dominant. But
Hmm.
then I'm thinking Odell done been around dominant. Like he's been around greatness. He's been around dominant defensive line play. So that's one thing, it's gonna be hard to, impress guys who've been through it. That's just probably like anything. You could work at a pizza spot. I mean,
Yep.
shoot, man. If a guy
You,
who's seen a dude flip a pizza, lay on his back, flip it again, spin around, twirl it, just because you did a nice flip, he ain't gonna be impressed, man. I seen a dude
Mhm.
back flip and catch the pizza.
Catch it. Pouring a sauce midair. Catch it.
I remember
Mhm.
when I think it was kind of like with me with lifting weights because I remember I was talking to one of my dogs from back in high school and middle school. He said, "Coop, man, I see a lot of guys lift, but it's hard to get impressed because shoot, the way you was doing back then." I said, I mean, that's kind of true. Shoot,
Yeah.
but you can put that with any phase in life. So yeah, that's why it kind of made me laugh because I know Nick Saban was probably dead serious.
Bro, was dead serious though. 'Cause he seen it. Think about the quarterbacks he done had.
I can remember Jalen Miro was lit. And he got to the sideline and Saban
He
just
said, "Give me the Heisman." I said, "Hold on now. Hold on now. Hold on. Hold
come on,
on,
man.
bro.
Let's not forget when Tua put that thing in the back corner of the end zone in overtime.
Come on,
Come
man.
on, that was more impressive. What?
Come on."
But yeah, that's how I say. That's how Coach Odell and the FSU OGs were. I'll tell you that. It's like you. I remember when Mickey Andrews came to practice. Thought we had a great defensive day.
No.
No,
No.
Mickey Andrews said man, he wasn't impressed. He
Man,
said, I was like, dang, if Mickey Andrews ain't impressed by this, we got a
it's
long way
hard.
to go.
We got a long way to go.
I thought we did our thing.
I'm talking about one day we dominated offense. He just looked at us in disgust one day. I'm like, dang, bro, I
That
know
boy,
we ain't that bad.
that boy Mickey looked at me. He said, I don't want him to get a yard. He ain't, he was dead serious too.
Dead serious.
Dead serious. He
He's
said,
like, you can
nigga,
make the play, no game. He said, but he knocked you back. You're supposed to knock him back. I'm like, oh yeah, you real deal. Real deal, Holyfield.
he said, you got off the block, cool. But what was that effort? What was that? I'm like, would your mom be proud of what she seen on your
Oh, that's
practice
the
film?
one. That's the one. That's the one.
Would your mom be proud if she looked at your practice film? He said every day.
Hmm.
But a lot of people think he's done. An anonymous. See, this is always funny because who's snitching? You
Who
might as
is it
well,
anonymous?
you might as well put the name on it.
Put a name on it, bro.
It's one of 32 of you. I'll tell you that.
Come on.
But he said that he is. Well, first of all, you just gave yourself away. That boy said he. So that
Yeah,
knocks off a couple.
couple knocks off a couple GMs.
But he said he is not remotely interested in Tyreek Hill, even at the vet minimum, which is $1 million. Believes he is not a difference maker anymore. He said, quote, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Now, I never heard nothing like this. This is, that's borderline disrespectful.
That's no, it ain't borderline. It is disrespectful.
Dog, that boy said,
Tyreek is
Mar,
a lot of things now. Not
that,
worth the vet minimum.
that boy said the juice ain't even worth the squeeze, Mar. If somebody told me that, cool, you're not even worth the squeeze. But I might fight.
Yeah, you gotta fight.
What you mean?
You
But
gotta fight.
it's crazy, man. They counting him out. He's not even healed 100% yet. I would say wait till he gets 100% and see what he looks like. Then you can say things like this.
Mm,
But to already count him out, kicking a man while he down, I think that's what
yeah.
Shannon Sharp said. You kicking a man while he down. This ain't nothing new.
Mm,
But I go off demeanor. He doesn't seem like he lost a step. I don't know if you go the same way about that, Mark. When somebody goes through a devastating injury, you got to look at their demeanor.
yeah.
Does it feel like when you look at them and you hear them talk, like do you
Mm-hmm.
feel like they lost it, or do they
Mm-mm.
feel like it's hey man we good? Like,
I'm
oh,
good. I'm gonna be all right. There's
he
another bump in the road.
that's what Tyreek Hill seems like to me right now. He seems like he just bumping the road, ready to get back to it. So you think he's lying to stay in the NFL, or you think he'll truly bounce back? We'll see, but
I think he'll bounce back. I
I
got
don't
faith in.
know, Mar. I don't know, man.
I got faith in
I'm
Reed.
not praying on his downfall. I promise you, I'm not. But I'm looking at you're 32 years old. Dislocated knee, torn ACL, torn ligament.
Okay, I'm just putting it like this, Coop. Before all that, he was what arguably the second of first or second fastest player in the league. Okay, once he get back, he okay, my bad, back, my bad. He probably be 10 now afterwards. He's still gonna be one of the fastest people we ever seen play the game.
But will he be able
I'm
to?
still taking that.
But you know how the weather, hey, cold, leg might mess up, knee, can't cut the same way. He can only do one route, just run straight. He can't post.
Mm,
You know what I
we don't
mean?
know. We don't know yet. We
That's what
don't
I
know yet.
said. We'll
We don't know
see.
yet. But I still got faith in Reed.
We'll see.
I got faith in
I'll
him.
give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm just looking at it like, dang, 32.
30 years, 32 though.
Shoot, man, that's a crazy injury to come back from like
Mm-hmm.
at that age. Like I can see if he was 26, 27, okay, but dang, 32.
Yeah,
But big money deal, Teamworks will acquire PFF, Pro
I
Football
saw this.
Focus, at around 130, 140 million. This is crazy. The deal could be executed
Mm-hmm.
early as next week. Teamworks could put together a deep player performance data into its wider sets of tools for pro and college programs, giving coaches grades, snap efficiency, pass rush, win rate, run stop percentage, and more. This goes into recruiting, transfer portal evaluations, scouting, self scouting, player development, performance tracking. Most players hated PFF. Now they'll be using it every day. I ain't gonna lie, this could
Mm-hmm.
work. This could work smoothly.
Yeah, I can see the evolution of it.
Yeah, putting all the like you breaking down film and PFF tell you, hey, when they get in this formation, this might the chances of this happening is 32%.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Chances of this motion happening, the PFF give you a grade. Dang, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's come on, man. That's some deep
Change the
stuff.
game.
But
That's if the kids actually use it. But yeah, that's a game
that's
changer now.
that's a whole nother question if
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna use it. But what you feel like? They said Kyler Murray informed the team that he wants to be released before the March 11th deadline, so he can sign with any team. My questions to you is: do you think they'll let him go? And if you do think they will, where you think is a good fit for him?
I think they'll let him go. I don't think that I have no idea what team will sign him though.
I think he'll
I
go to
think
Miami.
ooh,
I was saying Miami. What else did I put? Miami, 49ers. Because with
no.
Brock Purdy, you think they're gonna stick with Purdy?
Yes. Why would you not get rid of Purdy? The team was hurt majority of the year. It's not his fault.
True. Detroit Lions, Jared Goff getting up out of there.
Mm,
Him with Jameer Gibbs.
mm, I don't.
But
I
I
wouldn't move on. I wouldn't move on from golf that soon.
but
So I just don't.
my thing is this though. Didn't he just sign a big contract with them?
You talking about Jared Goff?
No, Kyler Murray. Like, why is he trying to get up out of there?
They benched him. They obviously already moved on.
Oh, so yeah, he's not trying to get it back. He's just trying to slide.
He want to slide. Like, I mean, it's
Dang,
not like Arizona gave him anything to work with besides Marvin Harrison.
true.
Like,
Dang,
what else they gave him to work with?
dang, that's true. Well, we're gonna head into our last two topics, man. We got some college madness going on, but before we move on, I never thought I'd see Kyler Murray trying to get up out of here, well, out of there. I'm not. Arizona's not my team, but
Yeah.
I thought with them adding Marvin Harrison and Trey Benson and getting some defensive pieces, I thought that would be
I mean, it's still not
good for them.
enough. I don't, it still has build. It's building pieces. These are pieces that are going to take full blossom in 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, they say he might go to baseball.
Money good.
We got some college madness going on. Lincoln University track and field athlete Kevon Golson was oh, I can't say it on, well, all that by his girlfriend, who is also a sprinter.
Oh my
She
God.
said that she left work, or she said that she was defending herself. How? Now, he said she left work early. The boyfriend was hiding behind the roommate's locked door. She used her hair clip to open the door, found them on the bed, fully clothed, just chilling. Fight started. She said he kicked her in the stomach, knocking her off the bed, then choking her. Then she was able to reach under the bed, grab a knife, and did all that. Then called 911. She's charged with second degree. Look,
Hold on. So a random knife just laying under the bed. Man, stop this. Stop this shit, man. Stop it. Stop it.
I think this could have went so many ways because
Yeah.
she left work early because she was feeling sick. She must have had a feeling that some. Because I'm like,
I'm
okay.
thinking. I'm thinking. Yeah. She came home. Probably was knocking boots, and
No,
getting it
she
in.
said they were fully clothed, just chilling. She just got
Mm.
mad and started fighting him. So I'm thinking either she's lying about the story because this is her story.
Oh, she lying. Oh, brother, she's lying.
What's it she
Who?
lying?
The murder weapon gave it away. This story is bull. You
Talking
had a
about.
random knife that could butcher knife that could just beat her and stab somebody right down under the bed.
Well, you got to think two girls living alone probably did that for protection in case somebody run in the room. But
Usually, people that do that have it right by the nightstand or under the pillow, under
she,
the bed.
that's true. She kind of threw me off when she said she was just defending herself.
Yeah, but you attack them.
I was gonna say, hold on. I'm pretty sure this situation could have been very calm.
Mm-hmm.
But they said he was stabbed in his chest, back. Dang. Yeah, chest and back. So yeah, dang, that's crazy. But yeah, man, watch who you dealing with, y'all. That's probably the best thing I can say about this.
Mm-hmm.
Any crazy story I got, there's always a message.
Mm-hmm.
Watch who you're dealing with, man.
Yep.
Watch who you're dealing with, cause did he know this was gonna happen? Probably.
Mm-mm.
I mean, who knows, man? But just watch.
Man, prayers for that. Both families involved.
Literally. But last story we got. I'm kind of with Isaiah Thomas. I know Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan were beefing, but I'm with Isaiah Thomas. Why tell this story? ESPN revealed that Nike originally had the Black Mamba vision for Michael Jordan during the spring of 2003 for his Air Jordan 19s. But Michael Jordan seemed uncomfortable about it from the start because he does not like snakes. And he basically scrapped the whole idea and then they brought it for Kobe, as we know. But like I said, I went to Isaiah Thomas. I don't know if you feel the same way, Marv. Why tell this story?
Yeah, it was some stuff don't need to be known to the public. Like, let
Yeah.
it be.
All
That's
right.
one story they could have kept to itself. Now it's
Nah.
like you damaging the legacy.
of Kobe. Like now you're thinking now when people say Black Mamba, you're gonna have some people who probably Kobe haters saying, no, that's for Jordan.
Jordan, yeah.
Come on, man. Don't just let Kobe live, man.
Yep.
But they're just trying to diminish Kobe's legacy. That's what kind of what Mars said, man. But I feel like the basketball community is not gonna let that happen.
Mm-mm.
I don't think the real OGs and the ones who really watch the game of basketball is gonna let people
I ain't
just
gonna lie, I don't
let
know.
this happen.
Cause now a lot of people be starting to talk different about Kobe lately. I don't like it. I don't
For real?
like it one bit. People starting to act like Kobe wasn't Kobe now with some of these rankings and all the stories and stuff. I'm like, hold on now. We ain't about to start doing this now. We ain't about to start rewriting the history of this
That's
man
true.
legacy.
Now I always stood on my ground when it came to Kobe. I wasn't one of those guys who when Kobe passed away, oh I love Kobe now. I always said the only thing I loved about Kobe was his mindset.
Oh, for sure.
I never watched him really, all them iconic moments he had. I was more of a fan of his mind.
Oh, I think we lost Coop. There you go.
That's all I say. It's always gonna come back, but yeah, I just don't understand it though. I never understood it. Just let the man have it. Let the man have it. But Kobe will always be remembered as the Black Mamba, no matter what. To be honest. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little technical difficulty, a little technical. But actually, that was actually the last topic. I mean, it was a cool story, but it is what it is. Just yeah, Kobe. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Kobe. I never really watched his game, but anytime that when I was a kid, like I said, the OGs probably look at Kobe different. But when I was a kid, and Mario, you older than me, so we kind of was, yeah, a little different, but not too
Hmm.
different. But Kobe was more of like anytime I brought up Kobe, it was more of like his story. Nobody was like, "Dang, did you see that game?" No, it was always like it was always a story. But you
What?
got to think I wasn't around the really the I'm talking about amongst my friends in school.
Yes, you was.
Well, I wasn't hearing about. I didn't know. I couldn't tell you nothing about Kobe's games back then, but I could tell you about stories about him getting to the gym at
Coop. Yes,
3
you
a.m.
were. You were like in fifth and sixth grade when Kobe was still doing it.
But I wasn't in it like fully in it, like watching the games. But everybody was Kobe. Everybody was
Yeah, for
shooting it.
sure.
So when Kobe's name came around, it was always the stories. I never heard of. And you got to think I wasn't a basket. We're not a basketball family either.
Okay, okay, okay,
So
okay.
everybody in my family was football. We know things about football, but when it came to
Gotcha.
basketball, I had to learn that. And that's when I said when I got to my friends, they never really said, "Hey, Kobe went stupid, man." It was no. It was always, if anything, Braun games was getting talked about more
Oh, for
to
sure.
to me. Like, did you see
Go,
Braun go stupid? Did you see that dunk he did? So,
go.
but then as I got older and actually started watching basketball more, I'm like, hold on. Like I actually gained more respect for Kobe after he passed away because I never knew, what type of player and stuff he was. But I
Brother,
mean,
you
how
missed
did you how
out.
did you get introduced to? You watched the game? Somebody told you?
Of course. So like how I got I really started getting falling and watching Kobe, fall in love watching Kobe's game. Like in my neighborhood, they called me Baby Shaq. So something like Baby Shaq. And I'm like, yeah, you can go play for the Lakers like Shaq, big boy. So I like, bro, I started looking up highlights on YouTube and my mama job. I'm like, dang, him and Kobe used to get off. I mean, Shaq and Kobe used to get off. And then next, I'm like, and it's got to this point where all the OGs in the chat probably know the Rockets, the Jazz, and the Lakers back when Paul and Elo and Kobe was doing it, getting these rings. They used to have some of the craziest battles in playoffs to go to the East. I mean, the Western Conference Finals every time to go win it to play the Celtics for like that 3-4 year gap. And it was like, bro, Kobe was breaking my damn heart as a Houston native, bro, because he put us out the playoffs. I think 2 years back to back in a row. And then the following year to go to play them again. I think we lost to the Jazz. So it's like, those two organizations, I forever don't dislike them. But I like the Lakers now because of Bron. You feel me? Wherever Bron go, I go.
That's real.
Yeah, man.
That's
Like,
real. That's real.
yeah, Kobe been that guy. I didn't catch early Kobe, but I caught Paul and Lamar Odom Kobe.
Boy, shit,
2-4 Kobe.
matter of fact, Lamar Odom been going crazy lately. That boy, you been hear what he been saying lately?
Yeah, this man's like
Yeah,
he said. I didn't know cocaine in the season, but once it was over, it was all cocaine summers. I said, "Oh, this man's
he said
gone."
I had the best ones. I said, yeah, man.
Yeah,
What could have been?
what could have been if he was focused, boy. If he was focused.
But I told y'all at the end of episode 21, we'll let you know who the special guest is. And our last special guest of season 4 is former 5-star number 1 running back in the, what some on some sites. I don't know because was Cam Akers in that class too? Was he number 1
Yeah,
running back?
Cam. I think
He probably was number
I'm
1
missing
running back.
somebody else. It's a couple running backs, depending on the site. It was number
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
So former FSU Marshall running back Kalen Lamorne,
Hmm.
he'll be checking in with the podcast tomorrow to help cap off season 4, breaking down his journey through high school, him pulling up in the Lambo, committing to Florida State, his Florida State journey to his Marshall journey to his professional journey, all the way to just life after college football. So we're glad to have Kalen hop on the podcast with us tomorrow at 5. Like I said, members, you can come in and get it in the chat. This is going to be a members only chat, but like I said, it'll be for everybody after it's over with. But like I said, dang, this has been a special season of In the Coop podcast. Like I said, we added Kalen Deloach, ACC champion. Uh, it's been taking off, man. I think we gained over 3 to 4 thousand subs this season, and that's
Yeah.
amazing. We got a new and growing Spotify family. Our TikTok family is starting to come along real well. I think we're closing in on 1,000 followers over there, and I think I can only imagine how many live views we've been getting on there lately. Uh, Members, appreciate you. Appreciate D'Lo for joining in. I appreciate Marv for finishing season 4 with me. He's also going to be with me and D'Lo for season 5.
Mhm.
Appreciate Christian. Been rocking. He got it started with us. Been a long 4 seasons with us. So appreciate Christian, his everlasting takes on the pod. But like I said, we got our special guest Kayla on board coming in. And our last thing, man, get your quote today with your State Farm and fellow Seminole Josh posting his team. Like I said, his number's at the bottom scrolling, but you can go to his website, www.joshforme.com, and get your t-shirts. Free shipping on your t-shirts. You got the code, and it's on Twitter, YouTube. You can go through the video. It's going to be scrolling at the bottom as well. But Marv, appreciate you, my dog.
Appreciate you always, brother.
Like I said, y'all, it's going to be a great season 5. We're preparing. I think we'll get it started around, I guess, whenever y'all want it. But I'm kind of aiming for kind of July as it gets closer to the next season, so we can be ready to get ready for the next college football season and what that has in store for us. But other than that, I hope to see y'all tomorrow with our special guest Kalen and Mar. We're gonna be planning, but we'll regroup for season 5. Man, appreciate all the
So,
OGs for keeping us solid. Appreciate our new subscribers for keeping us growing, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow, and hey, appreciate y'all.